And it is that time, of course, a midweek moment right here on Breakfast with Friends. So a track that I'm not going to say it's my favorite because I have so many favorite songs, but a track that I'm so loving right now, it's something new from Elevation. It's called Water is Wild. It's from their latest album. And there's, at the start of the song, there's a couple of lyrics. I just end up getting stuck on that. And it goes a little something like this. It says, "This is the day of salvation. What a time to be alive. Stop looking for the evidence. Start living in the promises. This is the year of His favor. This is the rain that we have prayed for. Start living in the promises." And this is the part, like you know who your Father is. Isn't that amazing? Start living like you know who your Father is. And that's the line, I promise you, it's like the first few lines in the song. Every time I hear it, I go, whoops, real. Like, start from the start. Like it goes from the start again. I think I listened to that song from the time I leave home till I get to the studio. And it's the same few verses. And it's amazing because if you really just think of it, start living like you know who your Father is. And I've been blessed to have amazing parents. I've got an awesome mom; she's supportive, and I had a really incredible dad. This year would be 20 years that my dad has passed away, and a lot of times I think, wow, 20 years, it's a long time. So of course he has passed away longer than what I know him. But even though that short time, the short years that I spent with him, I knew the kind of man that he is, or that he was. I knew his character. I knew what I could do and what I could get away with. Like any little girl, I know how to, you have that spot with your dad. Jonathan. You know exactly how when it comes to dads and girls, and you just have this bond, and you know what you can and cannot do. I know that if I have to ask for something, my dad will provide. I knew exactly, which is the right mood he's in. I knew so much about my dad, although I only had him for that short space of time. And I remember when I was little, I used to walk around the house because I've got two brothers, an older and a younger brother. And I used to walk around the house going, "That's fine. I'm going to just ask daddy when he gets home from work because I know I'm going to get it." And then, especially with my mom, I would always say, "Oh, it's fine, mommy. I'm going to ask dad." Let's be honest. I'm sure, a lot of times we do that. And that's just how I was. That's the way I grew up. And I was confident in knowing exactly what I could and could not do and what I even could get from my dad because I knew exactly who my father was. I knew his character. I knew everything about him. And yes, I have a part of him because he's my dad. He created me. I'm made for my mom and my dad. But my dad was just an earthly dad. Of course, he had his faults and of course, he had his amazing parts. But together, he was an awesome dad. But that is just an earthly father. Same way with our Father God. He is so much better. He is way better than any amazing dad. I mean, I always say that I had an awesome dad, but think of it this way: our Father God is so much better. So, even if you are an awesome dad or you have also had a privilege of having an amazing dad, can you imagine God our Father is way, way better than that? And that just supersedes anything. Our Father God is so awesome because He has created you. Your heart beats for Him alone because you are made in His image. A part of Him, His very blood is running through your DNA. I mean, it's part of you. And that's what's so awesome as well. So, this is what I want to leave with you this morning. It's time to start living in His promises. And if you don't know what the promises of God is, open up the Bible. All of his promises are in the Bible. Whatever you're facing, his promises are in the Bible. It's time to be confident in who your father is. You need to start to get to know him. And when I say him, is get to know him intimately, know his character, know more about God, know why he does certain things. And as we approach Passover right about now, let us start reminding ourselves. We are actually reminded right now about the ultimate sacrifice that was paid for us. The price that was paid for us is like, nobody could ever do that. But let us use this time to get to know our Father in a deeper way. Why? Because we are a chosen generation.